Systems, when left to their own devices, will almost always evolve from states of low probability, or order, to states of high probability, or disorder. It is like building a magnificent sandcastle on the beach. It takes energy and intent to create its ordered towers and walls. The wind and waves, however, will effortlessly and inevitably return it to a simple, disordered pile of sand. Not because they have a preference for messes, but because there are infinitely more ways for the sand grains to be a messy pile than for them to be a castle. This principle extends to the grandest scale imaginable. Our universe, it is believed, began in the Big Bang, a state of phenomenally low entropy. It was an incredibly hot, dense, and uniform singularity. From that special, ordered beginning, the universe has been expanding, cooling, and shuffling itself ever since. Stars form, which seems like an increase in order, but they do so by consuming fuel and radiating immense amounts of heat and light into the void, a process that vastly increases the total entropy of the universe. Galaxies coalesce, but they too will eventually disperse as the universe continues its inexorable journey towards a state of maximum entropy, a theorized heat death, where all energy is evenly distributed and nothing meaningful can ever happen again. The arrow of time, then, is the grand narrative of the universe's journey from its highly improbable, ordered birth to its statistically inevitable, disordered end. This thermodynamic arrow is what creates the arrow of causality that we experience. We remember the past, but not the future. Why? A memory is not an abstract concept. It is a physical trace in our brain, a specific configuration of neurons and chemical bonds. Creating a memory requires energy, generates waste heat, and arranges neural pathways into a new, more complex state. It is an entropy-increasing process. We can possess a record of the past because the past was a lower entropy state from which our present state evolved. A memory is like a footprint in the sand, an ordered imprint left as a record of a past event. We cannot have a memory of the future because the future is an unwritten slate of probabilistic states. The path to it has not yet been paved by the necessary increase in entropy. We perceive cause before effect because the cause is the action that tips a system from a lower entropy state to a higher one. The nudge of the cup is the cause. The shattering is the effect. The cause is the organized expenditure of energy, and the effect is the resulting dispersal into a more probable, disordered state. Our very consciousness, the feeling of time flowing forward, is likely a product of this,